One way of thinking about the past 8, 9 years is that we have essentially seen powerful global companies fighting Apple for greater control of the App Store. These companies are not happy with the way Apple developed the App Store business model, where revenue share is found with digital goods and services, but not physical goods and services. To these companies, those rules produce something of winners and losers. You could have a massive company essentially use the App Store, iOS apps, for free. Whereas another company, like Spotify, feels like they can't even use the App Store because it just doesn't work financially. They can't give revenue share to Apple. And that's a very important point that we're going to have to return to. So, when we look at things like court cases involving the App Store, regulation in the EU regarding anti steering and opening up the App Store, this really isn't about, say, consumers rising up, trying to tackle Apple. No, this is more about global competitors, most of who have products that compete with Apple products, wanting more power, wanting to take that power from Apple so that they can use the App Store as they see fit. And unfortunately, and I think this is a big loss for consumers, we have a growing number of examples where judges in the US, regulators in the EU, they're siding with these companies. They're looking at the App Store, they're looking at how Apple developed these rules over time, and they're saying, yeah, this is probably unfair. And if that sounds a little wishy-washy, if it's like, well, where's the legal standing for this, especially when it comes to the US? And you say, well, well, the truth is we are seeing very shaky arguments. I don't want to hide that. Some of these arguments that are being pushed, especially by Judge Yvonne Gonzalez Rogers in the US, are very questionable. And I have to imagine there are people within Apple Park who are not happy about what's going on legally. And it's not just because that they're suffering with these losses, it's that they legitimately don't think these rulings are fair.